We're here in Koroit, which has a rich history in potato farming and was primarily settled by Irish immigrants in the early 1800s. The Irish influence is still evident when you look around this quaint Victorian town. Day 4, Stage 7, we start here in Koroit, another criterium, the last criterium in this year's tour, 40 kilometres, a 1.6 kilometre course, 25 laps.
But I think the conditions today will probably sort out the racing more than the sprints will. It's very windy and there are quite a lot of exposed sections on the back straights, so I can see some big splits happening, and I think there'll be a lot of nervous riders. And yeah, I know myself. I'm probably more nervous about this stage than I am this afternoon's road stage.
And off they go, stage 7 of the Campolina.
Yeah, I don't want to lose any time in this criterium. I might have to, but sometimes that means also being more aggressive, not to lose time. You know, to always be going with brakes, to be right at the front.
So there was a little split or a break, and ended up with about 7 of us. Angus, my teammate, was in there as well, and we were working well together. All of us were pulling good turns, and once I saw we had a gap and we're about 5-6 laps to go, we started having a couple little attacks. I made a little one, but it didn't stick, and then Angus countered, and it meant that I could just sit on and let the other guys chase him down. And then as soon as they brought it back together, that's when I hit him and kind of caught him out of by surprise, and I managed to hold it off. I really wanted to give it a crack today, and I said from the start I want to go out and I want to do something big today, so I'm glad that pulled off.
This is stage 8 of the Tour of the South Coast. We're here in Koroit and heading 104 kilometres towards Peterborough. We're up for a pretty windy stage. It's going to be a lot of crosswinds and a lot of gutter action, but it's going to be one of the ones about to sit at the front of the bunch, good ride, good position, and hopefully be there to mix it in the crosswinds.
It was a very tough day. The Drapac team in particular were on the pace from the start. They put the hammer down, and the crosswinds out there, they split the bunch into lots and lots of little bunches. My team looked after me really well. They made sure I was up at the front there, and yeah, luckily I kept out of trouble. From then on, it was a fast stage. It was pretty hard for the groups to get away.
At one stage, I was the third group back on the road, and then it took us till about the 30k mark to get back on. So it was a hard chase. I think in the first hour we averaged we clocked over 51k, so it was quick. Yeah, I don't mind the rain. Coming from the mountain bike, used to it really, I guess. But yeah, it definitely makes it interesting. The bunch is a bit more nervous, I guess. The brakes don't respond as quickly, so yeah, it's definitely more nervous being around in the wet in the bunch. Coming through Peterborough for the first time, we turned off the main road. It was definitely aggressive. I searched Retain and Drapac early on, and I guess the wind conditions, nothing really stuck. So yeah, just a nice ride really along the ocean road. So.
Can they make it 2 wins? No, it's not. Have a guess who this is? It is number 137. 137 in Luke Fitt. He's made it 2 on.
To have 2 wins for myself on the big stage in the NRS, I guess, is fantastic for me. So yeah, it's unbelievable.
Still got a gap of about a minute, and the team are looking great, and they controlled the race brilliantly today, and I think they'll be able to do it again tomorrow. But I'm sure it won't be easy, and I'm sure the other teams will really throw it at us.